You were talking in the first segment about heart and what it takes for a team to win it all. And they also have another player that's not in there all the time, but he is in there all the time.
Absolutely love this kid. Nick Michel has just been, I mean, you want to talk about, the meat and potatoes of a hockey team. Kid shows up every day for practice, hasn't missed a practice, and he you know what, he makes the other guys better. And he's been quite the guy to have around this hockey team.
Yeah, it's an amazing story, and I chatted with him this week. Here's a little bit of what makes Nick Michel tick.
Making your debut is always special, and tons of work was done before that moment. But for Nick Michel, that may be a gross understatement. How about playing at 2 different schools, undergoing 3 different knee surgeries, and then spending 1 whole year as just a practice player? All that happened before he ever stepped onto the ice at Mariucci Arena.
It's something you always hear in the crowd, and as a kid, you're just like, I grew up coming to these games with my parents. We had season tickets, and I always dreamed of that moment of when you always saw them coming out as a kid, you're like, wow, wouldn't that be special to come out on the ice and hear that for yourself and for your teammates, and to finally have it happen. It was kind of it was a crazy moment, and I was kind of stunned.
After spending all of last season just working out, Nick finally made his Gopher debut in mid-November against Bemidji State, when Bob Motzko told him he was going in.
Super emotional for me and my family. I mean, I had so many friends there. It was kind of cool. I had the same group of friends that were there for my first junior game back when I was coming back off of 3 knee surgeries. So to see those guys come to this, my first game too, was something very special. And like I said, with all my family there, it was quite an emotional night.
Shot deflected and a goal. And then came the moment of that first goal in maroon and gold.
When I scored, I was kind of stunned because I'm like, did that really just happen? Because it's something you always dream of. I honestly always pictured it as if I ever got my chance, I'd probably have a Jimmy Snuggerud snipe. That's always that's how I imagined it. But to get a tip, we'll take it too. So yeah, it was something special, and to see the guys obviously go nuts for me. And then when I got to the bench, was really special because those guys honestly mean the world to me. And I honestly came back another year because of those guys.
Yes, that's true. That moment almost never happened because Michel, after a year of practicing without ever getting in a game, was ready to hang up his skates.
I first told Coach I wasn't going to be coming back, and he said he actually wanted me to come back, and I was like, I think I'm going to be done. It's time to get a job. It's, my friends have been at it for a bit. Time to get a job. But I remember actually coming down to pick up my equipment in the middle of, I think it was June. And I was still working out, didn't have a job yet, and I was just I came in here and I just remember driving by and seeing the rink, and I kind of got emotional. I'm like, oh, okay, this is setting in. And then I got to the locker room and I got all my stuff packed up, and I saw the nameplates, and I was like, I'm an idiot if I don't come back here next year. And it's just looking around and seeing all the names and the guys we actually have on our team it's unparalleled to anything I've ever been a part of. And then I was I'm calling Coach right when I get out of here. I'm I want to come back.
But now with that goal reached, Michel has 1 left in his hockey career.
Go to St. Louis, win 2 games, and probably drop off my bag at Play It Again Sports.
Wow. How about that? Now, for those who don't know, St. Louis is where the Frozen Four is.
Right.
So he wants to go to the 2 games, and then he's dropping off his gear and playing against sports.
I remember I sent him a text after he scored his first goal after the game, and I get one back from him, and I could just feel the emotion that he had about his feelings of scoring a goal for the Gophers, and just great story.
Yeah, it's awesome, and that's what makes college hockey so exciting. Up next.